welcome to a live stream. Glad you could make it today to the InterStella Space Angel Indiegogo live stream. How cool is that? Well, thank you so much for joining me today. Oh my goodness, it's been a hot second since I've been live streaming, and I'm really excited to finally be back because over the last few months, I've been working on getting my Indiegogo back up and ready to go, and it is now live as of yesterday. So what is this all about? If you're new here and you're not sure what this is about, well, let me introduce myself. My name is Jessica Vanderpool, and I'm an illustrator specializing in comics, and I am currently writing and illustrating my graphic novel, which is called InterStella, and I just finished the prelude to that, which is called InterStella Space Angel, and it is a little shorter 32-page comic introducing Stella, my character. She's a space angel, and it is her job and duty to look after the cosmos and take care of space. So, for instance, if the rings of Saturn need to be swept, she'll take care of that. Or if a burnt-out star needs to be replaced, she's on it. So she's taking care of everything, and that is her job. So I just launched my Indiegogo campaign because the goal, even though my comic is free to read on my website, you're welcome. Please go take a look at it, check it out, read it through, enjoy it. My goal is to try and get this printed because I really want to get this comic printed so it can get into more hands and more people can see it. The digital realm is wonderful, but it's even better if people can hold it in their hands. So that is the goal of this campaign. So this campaign runs from August 3rd through 31st, 2021. You can go check it out. The link is below in the little description. So yeah, please take a look at it. Even if it's not quite your thing or you're not into comics or you're just here to watch, like if you know someone who might enjoy this, yeah, share it to them, send them the link, and yeah, maybe that's something that's right up their alley. So yeah, so here we go. Oh my goodness. It's been a little while, and I see some people, some familiar faces in the chat. Hello! I saw, let's see, Amos, let's show your comment. Last night, we just hit the 1 grand mark. So, yay! And actually, what I just found out like a few minutes ago, right before I launched, is we just hit the 30% mark, people. We are 30% there. How exciting is that? And that was actually my goal, was within, this span of time. I'm thrilled. So thank you so much. If you contributed to the campaign, I really, really appreciate it because I need your guys' help. And it just feels like we're a team here. And it's great. It's so great. So yeah, please keep pushing it out, sharing it. If we can go past our goal, that means we can even print out more and just get this out into people's hands. Because I really believe that good stories make a difference to people, and there might be someone out there that needs to hear this. So, so excited. So, yes, let's see. And Tobias is here. Oh, come on. There it is. Okay, I have a lamp in the way, so I can't quite see the comment unless I turn my head around. So I'll hide that. But thank you guys for coming. We are drawing today. I'm really excited. I'm actually really nervous because I typically do not draw when people are watching me. I used to when I was a little younger. I'd be like, yeah, I'll break out my sketchbook and draw in the cafe and, draw where everyone can see me and ask me what's going on. But now I don't know. It's hard to focus. I kind of like, oh, people are watching. Like, oh, am I doing this right? Is my anatomy correct? And so there's a lot of like questioning in my head. Also, I really get into it. I really focus because I'm having kind of sorry, it sounds a little hippie, but I'm having a conversation with the paper, with the character here, because I'm thinking about the character and asking myself a lot of questions and thinking about drawing techniques as I draw. But you know what? I realized it'd be kind of fun to see, for you guys to see what I do when I draw and how convoluted and messy it is to get to a finished, polished piece, and how many times I revise things. So practice makes perfect. And yeah, I think it'd be kind of fun to do that today. Not really sure. I didn't really have anything super cemented in my brain. I will be drawing Stella. We're just going to keep it nice and simple because the campaign is going on. So that's what I will be doing. So yeah, I have my, let me see if I can get this. And I'm hoping everyone can hear me correctly, because if I'm muted, hopefully someone would have said something by now. It's the mime show. Okay. I might, what I want to do is minimize myself. So give me 1 second. Let's see. Oh, I'm trying to remember how I do the thing. That's not it. Okay, I know. So I need to do that. There we go. There we go. Ah, StreamYard. It's been a while. It's been a while. Okay, so it's not, hopefully you guys could see the paper here. Yeah, what I plan on doing is I'll be drawing here. This is my sketchbook. I feel the most comfortable here. I know the texture of the paper. I know how the pencils react on it. So I'll be drawing in my sketchbook, and then I will actually take a moment and I'm going to bring it over to my scanner, and I'm going to do the process that I right now have been favoring. So I will scan my image, then I'll throw it into Photoshop, fix up the lines, and then print it out again so I can ink it. And what that will do, it basically allows me to, instead of just potentially doing some destructive editing on a sketch if I mess up my inking, this way I have a hard copy of my sketch. So, and then I'll take that and we'll see if we have time to color it. I might just ink it. I was kind of planning about an hour or so, maybe 2 hours, maybe more. Maybe if we're going down home, we'll do longer. But yeah, that's the plan. So, well, if there's any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I will be focused on drawing for a little bit right now. Just so I'll be checking the chat periodically. So, okay. Make sure all my everything is good to go. I'm also streaming to a couple new locations today, so I just want to make sure that that is correctly working. Figuring out as we go. All right. Fantastic. Okay, looks like everything is working. So everything's stable, everything good? All right, let's get to work. Okay, and I'll make sure that you guys can see this. I'm going to keep it pretty simple today. Actually, sometimes I like to do a little easy mock-up in the upper corner. And I'm going to add a banner. So this way, if my head's down and I'm focused, you guys can know I'm not trying to deliberately ignore anyone. There we go. The chat up too. Okay. All right. Yeah, that'll be nice. And we'll keep it simple, nothing hopefully too complex today. Welcome back, Tobias. I'm not sure how much you missed, but it's probably just me chit-chatting about nothing. I'm sorry if the camera moves a little bit. And if you are on Facebook, I may not see your comments right off the bat because first and foremost, I have, well, actually I might filter in here. So I just linked my Facebook account to StreamYard. That's what I'm going through. So hopefully it should also take any comments from there, if any. Okay. And so I just do my rough sketch. And I like to use a 2H pencil. So start really light. Oh man, I could tell when I've not been drawing for a while. Or maybe just because I'm drawing in front of people. Okay. Let's see. Mirror. Here's a nice little trick to have. Good old-fashioned mirror. Set that up right there. That way I can look at reference. A little quick reference. So since I'm not doing any realistic painting, I'm just kind of winging it when it comes to reference. Sometimes though, for certain things, you just gotta get some pictures. But if I really did the full gamut here, you'd be here for days, probably. Okay. Yeah. So funny. I feel like there are certain days drawing, like hands are one of the weirdest things to draw, at least for me. There's certain days like they are so easy to draw. It's great. Those are the best. Those are the good days. And then most of the days it's usually like, they look like little hot dogs attached to something. Okay. And take a look at the full reference. Make sure our arms are good. Good enough right now. Okay. kind of let her feet disappear into the background. And I don't mean that actually in a lazy way. Just I like the idea in this image. If I do turn into something, it's kind of like she's fading into space. So she's going to be floating in some nebula clouds. That way it kind of keeps pulling the attention up to here. Maybe it's a little lazy too. Okay. Oh, thanks, and thank you, Epson software updater. Are you trying to make me buy ink again? It's so funny. Every time I open up anything for my printer related to my printer, it's like the first thing that pops up is like, do you need more ink? We have the ink. You can get it from us. Like, this is so funny. Like, you really desperately want me to buy ink again. Okay. Go away, Epson software updater. Thank you. All right. Let's see. Anthony, welcome. I just backed the book. Thank you. Thank you so much. That was Need Eraser. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It is a really good start to the campaign. Yeah, hot diggity. I'm really excited. So thank you everyone for that. Let's see, Tobias, my cartoon style favors hot dog fingers. Join the club. Join that club. It's a good day. It's a good day when like hands are coming easy. They're so expressive. They speak a lot on their own. Okay, so our head's gonna be tilted ever so slightly. Okay. I don't know if I can move you guys a little closer. Let's see if we can get some. Yeah, sorry, it looks a little pixelated. I think it might be my internet. So again, I'm sorry if everything is a little slow. I'm just doing some practice. Jeff, you know how many times you saved me from my router problems? That were not my router problem. It was my problem. Oh, those are some funny backstories there. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But I don't think you can help me with my inability to figure out tech. Actually, I do okay. I do okay these days. I'm learning. I can be taught a little. Welcome, Ghost Cat. Good to see you. It's been a hot second. So cool. I still laugh. Back in the day, Jeff and I used to do a lot of computer gaming, and we play games. We play a game called Jedi Knight, and as the game got older, it was really, really hard to play, and you had to you had to port forward and all that. And I just remember hours of tech help, like him and some of the friends trying to help me forward port. So we're all typing this out because we don't have mics and stuff. So and by the time we figured out, it's I gotta go to bed. So oops. Good times. Those were good times though. Oh man, I can't figure out her expression. I thought it was gonna be a little more light-hearted. It's a little I don't know. I think maybe this is one of the hardest things to draw, especially I know if people are watching, because I'll sometimes make the face of when I'm drawing. So I know people are watching me, so I'm kind of oh, I can't. Maybe I should. I know there's no wind in space, but her hair is still going to fly around. Solar wind. Yes. Answer. That's the answer. The other reason I like to sketch and then scan it in, print it out, and ink it that way is I draw so small. It's what I'm comfortable with. I kind of grew up doodling in my books, and not in my textbooks, mind you. I was a good girl, but I would doodle on the sides of my homework and stuff. So it was always tended to be smaller drawings. So the mechanics change when you start drawing really big. And inking this small, you just lose more detail. All right. And plus, I still like to take my time doing a pencil drawing. I love pencil. It's my first love. Arc-wise. Is it? Maybe crayon? Nah, pencil. We'll say pencil. Okay, this is starting to shape up. Now that I have the face, I kind of know in the bit of the mood, I know the direction of the rest of her posture and body language. Thanks, Stella. I didn't know what to draw today, so you kind of helped me out. Check the reference. Which is me. Okay. The element is going to just be kind of hidden in there. Okay. Good enough. Guten Tag. You can tell that arm is a little bigger. Another great thing that a mirror is helpful for. I don't know if I need to do it now, but actually it won't hurt, is you can take it and you put it, let's see if we can do this. Oh, I see the rest of my room. Cool. All right. So yeah, so you can do a quick check just to make sure nothing is totally wonky or off. I think it looks fairly good. Okay. Let's go. Let's check that. Nick Welch. Oh man. Hello. How's it going? Yay. Whoop. I believe that weird faces enhances the drawing experience. It does. Absolutely. It enhances the experience of anyone watching too. Little quiet. Decent. Oh, yeah. So Are you talking about, is my voice quiet, or is just like the stream just kind of like crickets in the background quiet? Because I agree. And so like, I listen to music when I draw most of the time. But I don't, it's a little weird with StreamYard. I don't know how to play the music in the background. I've played it before just from my computer and it doesn't quite sound right. So if anyone knows any information on using StreamYard and also playing music at the same time, that would be fantastic. But I don't really know. Yeah, that I'm all for that. I just don't know. I don't know how to do it. The only other time I've done it before is I think I had to stream my whole screen and not just, oh yeah, I had a screen share, but I had to share my whole screen. So if I had like other windows open or I had to hide everything on my desktop, it was a bit annoying. So, and I don't know if I did that through, I guess I did do it through StreamYard. Yeah. So if there's a better way of doing that, I thought about doing that today, but the last time I did it, like the music was kind of like just not loud enough and it was kind of distracting. People like, what's that in the background? But yeah. So if there's any like helpful articles or you guys know how to do that where I can kind of figure out the loudness, and I'll probably be doing that more in the future. Let me know. But I kind of figured today just like people could play their own music in the background. I'm listening to the soundtrack in my head. Oh, it's easy through OBS. I should do that. Yeah, I should go. You said it's easy through OBS. I would try next stream just in case you mess up. Yeah, I need to do OBS. So if it's like StreamYard, right? Okay, I will look into that. And Ghost Cat, have you ever used Drawpile? No, I have not. Tell me what that is. Thanks, Nick. You're not. I believe in you. Then again, if I have like router issues or I can't figure out how to use my router or like port forward, so maybe OBS might feel like. So yeah, I'll look into it though. I hear a lot of people talk about it, so it can't be all bad, right? I could sing for your pleasure. No, actually, you don't want to hear me sing. You don't. Yeah, and that's the annoying thing too, is like that has to be royalty free. And so if it's like the wrong music playing, it takes me out of the moment. I'm like, why can't I play the songs I like? Now, I found some decent royalty free stuff. Okay. All right. I think we're good. I'm going to keep moving along. I'm kind of taking my sweet time. All right. Kind of redesigned Stella's suit a couple times. Something like that. Something feels a bit off. Man, I gotta remember what her suit looks like. Do you think I would know? Actually, I think that is correct. Okay. What can you guys see? That's right. I did these. I've not been like really drawing a whole lot over the last, I hate to say it, 6 months. Oh, we moved. It's been queasy. Been doing this. So now finally it just feels good to draw again. That's all I want to do. All I want to do is draw. I just don't want to do anything else. Okay, so nice and simple. Let's go ahead, grab. I'm going to move this out just a little bit. Later, you should see, I'll maybe show you my setup here. It's kind of ridiculous to make it all work. I really would like to buy some new streaming equipment. It's still not zoomed out enough. Whoa. These work so delicate. Okay, there we go. I might fix those later, but for right now, this just gives me an idea. Actually, I'm probably going to fix these on Photoshop. Here's your lazy hack of the day. Copy, paste, flip. If I can get away with it or something like this, but I'll still kind of roughly pencil them in. And even if I do that, I'll still ink them separately most of the time, or try and show that's a little different so that sometimes turning upside down also helps make sure things are even. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, that's a lot bigger. Okay. Never-ending cat hair stuck in my kneaded eraser. Okay. Okay. I think I might do her robe. This is where I probably would get some more reference for fabric. She kind of has this, every now and then you'll see this ethereal looking robe fabric that kind of like suede or like the train of a gown, I guess. Kind of just making it up right now. But that's okay, because it's a live stream. I don't know if I like that shape. I mean, it's kind of neat, but okay. I'm trying to figure out a better silhouette right now. So we have a nice silhouette here. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, so we have a nice silhouette here. We have the wings out here. And I kind of want to have a good and I might include her feet if I'm going to include this. Otherwise, it might look a little funny. It's another thing. It's like little feet. Okay. Look at my own feet. All right. Ooh. Man, all off the top of the head. Okay. Give her some little pointed feet. I don't know if any of you have been watching the Olympics, but it's been really fun to see all the gymnasts and their little pointed feet. So one thing I'm noticing, proportions are off. 1, 2. She is a little shorter than normal. I'm not too overly concerned. Actually, you know what? I'm not overly concerned at all. You know why? Because I'm going to scan this sucker in. That's what Photoshop is for. And her foot is a little awkward like that. I don't know if I like her foot. I like her knee better. I think I'll keep. Ugh, this is surreal. Hashtag the real life of artists struggling, trying to get the foot just right without really looking at reference. I might just turn it more into a shape or come back to it or something. But I'm not going to worry too much about. Yeah, so I'm going to lengthen that. Her legs are much too short. Okay. So one thing I do want to do, well, no, okay, I will finish the fabric in Photoshop, because if I do all the fabric nice and neat and I have to fix the legs, then it's going to mess up the fabric. So let's go ahead and just kind of get so much for a simple drawing. All right. And do our little star crown. And this one I've, in the past, I've like copied and pasted, but it's okay. Okay, you know what? I think we're good enough. We are going to go ahead. Let me check the comments, and then I'm going to go ahead and get this into Photoshop. Let's see. Oh, fantastic. Check in, make sure there's no outstanding. I do the same thing. Mirror the layout. Yeah, putting them individually. It's good. It's a good little trick. Huh. So I'm reading Ghost Cat's comments. You said years ago. Is this? Oh. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. I could see that. Huh. So cool. I just started to figure out the use of Discord and still working my way to that, as well as Reddit, like trying to understand, like, oh, that's how Reddit works. Ugh. I'm not that old, but I feel old. Okay, guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take this, and I'm just going to hop over to the scanner. Oh, and let's see. You might get a cat to entertain you. There goes the cat. Okay, oh, you didn't get to see her. Maybe in a minute. Hi. You just laying on the floor there? Grab a hefty book. But I'm sorry, I can't really see what I'm doing, but I'm just going to go ahead and scan this in. Okay. This will be entertaining. Okay, so Epson scan. And in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead, I'll get Photoshop opening. Oh, you better connect to that scanner. Come on. Hopefully I have everything in the right ports. Worst case scenario. I really don't like that thought, but I have taken a picture with my phone before. But my phone is currently the one that's doing this lovely stream. So let's see. Oh dear. Epson. Let's just do, oops. At least I'll set up my page in the Photoshop while I wait. Okay. Okay, why I'll be not. Oh, yes. So there's that. Hi. Hi, I know. You should go sleep. She just likes to sleep in her little basket next to me. Okay, let's see. What is your dealio? Okay. Oh, my goodness. Here. Oh, I think it's okay. Oh my goodness. Oh, something's happening. Ellen says, can you how much work we get done if we didn't have computer issues? Just fathoms of art more work would be so efficient. But then again, I guess having technology helps too. Okay. I think it may have worked. Please do not upset the setup, my precious kitty. Hi. Hi. There it is. I'm not sure. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me try this one more time. I had it lined up incorrectly. Take 2. Okay, let's try this again. And then what I will do is I'm going to actually remove this for right now. Okay. And we are going to share screen. Share screen. And interesting. Maybe it has to be over here. Sorry, folks. Share screen. I'm not quite sure why I can't just share my Photoshop. Okay, well, close that. Close that. Ooh la la. Okay. I might just have to share my whole screen if I can't get this. There it is. It just needed a minute. Okay. Okay. Now I think this is starting to work. Okay. Oh, God bless you, Epson. After like 5 minutes, it finally says, we cannot connect the scanner. Like, nope. It's okay. All right. All right. We can actually make my canvas size. Oh, okay. I'm just gonna do an arbitrary number right now. Just double everything. Okay. Okay, here we go. I have a cat in front of me. You are precious and adorable, and lots of fur flying around. But you need to go somewhere else, okay? Go back to your basket. Go sit over there, okay? Go sit in the window. Go do a cat thing, whatever cats do. All right, here we go. Gonna say she'll normally come and sit like right on my tablet around 4 o'clock, but you are definitely early this day. And the next thing I need is my stylus. Aha, there it is, hiding. Meanwhile, nice. Okay, here we go. Oh man, I'm going to gently push that out of the way. Let's turn that off for a second. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is isolate my lines from the paper. So this is my scanned image, but it is a part of the paper. So what I actually want to do, I don't really care too much about how beautiful the sketch looks because I'm going to be inking it. So we're going, actually, before I do that, image mode, grayscale. Don't merge. So don't rasterize. It's because it's a smart image. That's why. Okay, so now it is all in black and white. There's no color at all. So now what I will do is whites. Even though it looks like there is some color in there. Okay, at least this should be dark enough for now. And before I do anything else, actually, what I should have probably done, you know what? Let's actually rasterize this. There we go. Okay. Blah. Actually, we're going to do Stella Sketch. Make a copy. And we'll switch those around. Okay. Okay. And I see that I lost a lot of the wing on the right-hand side, and that's okay. Not too concerned. So if I get 100%, fairly good. Might make it a little bit bigger. Not, again, it doesn't really matter too much, but okay. Actually, I need to do that. Okay, so now what I need to do is I need to put it back to RGB color. Don't merge. Okay, and I go to channels. So this is how, I hope I'm doing this correctly. All right, so I pressed, I think it was Control, and I clicked on RGB. Okay, you go down there. And now I invert my selection. So it doesn't show it, but anything that is gray or not white is selected. So I will hide the background layer. I will hide this layer. So now all I have is selection. I make a new layer to make sure I have black and white, and I fill it in. I just click deselect. So if I were to put the background in, voila. So what that means is if I lock the pixels, Actually, ooh, I think it is. I think it's that. I'm trying to find the color non-photo blue. There's a certain hex for it. Non-photo blue hex. Number A4DDED. Okay, that's what it was. So A4DDED. It looks like added, like you added something together. So I just missed the A. There it is. Okay, that's non-photo blue. So that means you were so persistent. I might have to lock you out of the room. Okay. So it is coloring. There is a little bit of you can see here a little smudginess. Again, it's okay because none of that will matter in the end. So basically what I'm doing is now I'm just coloring my lines. So if I hide that, you can kind of see it here. Yeah, so that it's super, super helpful. In fact, I could probably just do this and fill in with a paint bucket. Okay, now it's pretty light, so I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so I said, actually, even before I fill in my lines, what I am going to do is, sorry guys, it's been a hot second. I'm going to put this into Clip Studio and do my drawings on it. So let's say File, Save As. Okay. Ooh, bring it over here. We're going to save you as Stella's stars. Why not? Sounds good. We'll save it as a Photoshop document. Save. Okay. And now I will open up Clip Studio and I will check to see any new comments. Any new Tobias. Cats are great companions, selectively ignoring us and getting in our way whilst we work. Pretty much. Hey, how's it going, Fitz Factor? Welcome, welcome. Welcome. And welcome, Christina Lynn. Thank you guys for joining. And Rainy thinks it's the Rainy Show. This is my cat, Rainy. Well, thank you guys for joining. Okay, so now we have Clip Studio. And I'm going to go ahead and drag that into Clip Studio. So I use both Clip Studio and Photoshop. They each have their strengths, and I love to work together with them. Okay, gotta find where I put that. Okay. And you can use Photoshop documents in Clip Studio, which is great. Okay. So now I'm going to switch over to remove that and add share. Wait a minute. Okay. Share screen. Yep. And now we will go to Clip Studio Paint. Looks almost the same. Okay. Photoshop is great for editing, but I really feel at home in Clip Studio. Okay. So I'll put that right there for now. Okay. So I believe I'm going to make just another copy of that just in case something happens. And I'm going to just take all of this here. Okay. next. It looks a little better. She doesn't have like super, super long legs. It just kind of helps a bit. Yeah, I think it might be pretty good. I can see what it looks like with a little more. Okay, I guess a little more is fine. Hey, good enough. There's a screen. Good enough. Okay. So I say legs, mane, you can also flip the screen. Yeah, I see a little, every time I flip it, it always does look a little wonky. It always tends to be the face or the hair or something, but oh, well, that's okay. I'd rather have it be a little wonky than like perfectly symmetrical, because nothing is perfectly symmetrical in real life. And otherwise, I feel like images can look a little sterile and just kind of flat. This is why I love Clip Studio. I know that you can do this in Photoshop as well, but it's a lot more, it's just a lot easier, intuitive. They have it built right in, like right up front. Okay, that should be fairly decent. Flip, flip, flip. Oh yeah, just especially for time's sake, totally going to copy and paste these wings. And train. Story of my life, folks. You are early. That's way too early. It's way too early. Would you like to leave the room now? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Oh yeah. I know. Come on. In your basket. Okay. 1 second. Let me see if I can get a little more situated. Come on. There you go. There you go. Sayonara. I'm gonna close the door. Bye. It's harder in the morning too, because that's when she's like, playtime. Okay, there it is. Copy, paste, and flip. Ding. And little mask on here. I'm just gonna take these out for now. So I kind of have a better idea of which lines to follow. Ooh, I'm gonna leave that though. Okay. Yeah, decent, good enough for now. Cool. Okay, this is going well. Famous last words. It's going well until it's not. Ah. Okay, let's try and get some fabric and make it look cool without reference. I know. Oh, terrible. But it's okay. I promise it'll be okay. I think whenever I do draw fabric, I think of and if you've seen, what was it, like the Michelangelo statues, actually. There was one, I remember seeing it like on a travel show, and they like zoomed up close and you could see like the fabric drawn over like some like arm or skin. And the way that this guy could carve, you could tell like the bumps of the fabric, and then you could kind of like see that it's like pulled over skin. It's just incredible. So I remember that always just kind of stuck with me. stuck in my brain. I just thought it was a really beautiful representation. Oh, by the way, he carved it as well. What do you do today? Okay. I'm going to keep it a little crispy. And actually, it's actually pretty long. That means that my image is going to be really tall and long. I don't know if I want it to be that tall. So I'm also kind of looking out for like, what am I going to do with this? Trying to leave some opportunities. Yeah, that's a little better. If I like a drawing or what did I just do? Oh, that's what I did. If I like a painting or drawing enough, then maybe I'll like try and watercolor it, or just being aware of the what the goal is for this. Okay, let me move those. This is where I get in trouble. Too many layers. I mean, okay, I'm going to mask out legs. This is normal. It's typical. Swimming in layers. Help. Yeah, look at that. I'm like, maybe I'll be an hour stream. It's like, it's an hour now. Oh, yeah. That's okay. Okay. I want to make it too much. Oh, got it. Okay. This might just be like making it up as I go. Isn't that life, you know? Sometimes you just like kind of have to figure it out as you go. Life lessons. In a live stream. It's in the name. Oh, and you just thought you're coming here for art. Okay. Sure. I think it's good. Okay. Sometimes I'm trying to get better at being like, good enough. Like it's fine. It doesn't have to be perfect. This is something I probably do. I'm kind of having like these little stars like floating out of our hands. It's not going to be as noticeable in a drawing or an ink drawing as it would probably be if I were to color it. And it might. I think it probably will color this. Maybe I'll color it in my next stream. But so I'm also thinking of like what's going to happen to the coloring, and there's a lot going on. There we go. Manipulate all these things. Make her hair was just a little long. There we go. Sure. Bing. All right. Before. After. Before. Yeah. After. Cool. All right. All right. So I think it's pretty good. We're going to always save. And normally I would clean up my layers and I'd label them and just, you know, for stuff like this, I just throw it in a folder. Foldered. So there it is. Good. Nothing in the background. Okay. I'm just going to leave a little extra there too. What I am going to do is just kind of erase. Yeah, let's do that. Clean it up a little bit. So all of this will be non-photo blue, which means when I ink it, only the inked lines will really be seen. But it is helpful, generally helpful, to not have too much stuff going on and have a simpler drawing, because sometimes it can show up. I don't know where that came from. Oh, it's probably one of the stars. Okay, doesn't matter. All right, let's keep going. Sorry, this is me getting a little too focused. I think I actually might be able to do a hex number here. I think there's a way, but I'm trying to remember what that is. I remember it was kind of like a little convoluted. Anyone have any idea of how to get a hex number in a Clip Studio color wheel? I mean, I can open it up in Photoshop. It'd just be nice to not have to. Oh, me oh my. Oh, well. Oh, hold on. Wait, did I see this already? HLS? Nope, now it's not it. You'd be surprised how much time goes into just trying to find things. You know what? It's okay. I'll just go ahead and open up in Photoshop. So I'll just check to make sure. Fits factor. Thank you so much. Just working. Congratulations on the book and good luck with the campaign. Thank you very much. So far it's going extraordinarily well. People have been amazing. Okay, well, I know how to cheat the system. 1 second. Let's try this again. Because I'm going to, you can't see it, but I'm going to hop into Photoshop. This is my hack. This, unless I'm overlooking something. Okay, so I'm in Clip Studio. Take a screenshot. Oh, you get to see, there's my other screen. Funny. There's a color I want. And that, you know what? I think that's actually pretty darn close. Ha! Take that. Okay. I don't know. I'm going to make a copy of this. Hide, layer, merge selected layers. Now we have Stella. Very zoomed out. Oop. Lock pixels. Bada boom. Okay. So it's pretty faint, but it should be fine. I am going to crop it down a little bit, though. Actually, it's a really kind of pretty length and width. I can't even think of the word right now. Layer, edit, crop. Good enough. Okay. Okay. File save. Now let's go ahead and get this printed so we can ink it. We don't got all day. And file. Don't know if it's going to. Good old Epson. We are going to do okay. Got it. Now let me go actually get paper for this thing. Oh, you like my art space? Since it's where I keep all my art paper. My wonderful husband made this for me. I'm experimenting using different cardstock, see which one I like best. But I'm just going to use, this is, I think, Nina cardstock. It's like 100-pound something or other. Maybe it's 80-pound. Okay, that there. Keep that right there. Time to printy print. Okay, locked and loaded. Okay, let's see if this works. I feel like it's always a power struggle when it comes to printers. Hopefully that's correct. Nick, double click on the box from your tool palette. Tool palette, 2 colors plus background. Let me also get this printing preview. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. That's right. It was so simple. Thank you. There it is. Not there. But hey, it worked. It worked to just take a screenshot too. Good old workaround. Well, thank you very much. I'm going to hopefully remember that for next time. It's so simple. Should have known. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, dear me. Ugh. That's not good. This is, can't really see it, but it just turned out really, really dark and kind of muddy. Which is, I guess, okay. Well, they even cut it off too. Okay, let me try this again. I think I actually might print from Photoshop. Give me 1 second, folks. Because I typically print from Photoshop. Oops, I could have just left it up. Print. And we are going to scale that down. Sorry, like 80%. This should give enough room. Yeah, 90, maybe 90. Oh, we better. Oh, you know what? Scale to fit media. That's what we're going to do. Okay. Try this again. This is usually what happens. Okay. Half of that ream of paper typically goes to misprints. Alrighty. Let's just double check print settings. Not glossy paper. Standard. That's fine. Okay, let's give this a shot. If this doesn't work, it probably means I have to adjust the lines, either make them darker or clean them up a little bit. So let's see. Okay. Let's see now. Okay, it's still pretty dark. Kind of muddy. Yeah. I can ink this. It's not the most ideal. My goodness. Something with either my printer. I picked up some ink that is not... It's not the Epson ink. I should have gone with the Epson ink. So it's kind of like a third-party ink. And I kind of wonder if that is what is giving me grief. All right. Let me take a look. Okay, there it is. More. That makes a little more sense. So fun fact, my monitor, typically I have it like really bright and pretty contrasty, but one thing I have noticed, it doesn't quite give an accurate color representation. I don't know if you guys can see this. It's pretty light. I'll have my other one. Yeah, I don't know if you'll be able to see it. But anyways, there's like You can kind of see more of like the background junk, which I couldn't see on my screen because I had it like pretty bright. So as I lower the contrast on it, now I'm more able to see that. I've run into that problem before and I kind of forgot about it. So, okay, so that just means I need to bump the contrast. And let me, I'm going to go ahead and you can see. Oh dear. There we go. Share screen again. That way you can actually see what I'm doing on Photoshop. Sure. Okay. Oh, let's see. You know what? I feel like this needs more layers. Let's make a lot more layers. Actually, what I am going to do, I'm going to have to fix the color again. Contrast. Let's see if this helps a bit. Okay, so that doesn't do anything. No, I think I'd still use levels. A real world. Okay. Well, lock pixels. I was going to say, this is a real world of actual artists. Oh, look at all that background yuckiness. Ah, ha, 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 ha. All right. That makes more sense. That's why it's so dirty. Gross. Okay, I'm going to see if I might. Yeah, sorry. Thanks for hanging in there, guys. I might do it on this one. Okay. Let's fix that first. Should. Nope, usually this means something is not correct. Interesting. Oh la la la. What is going on? Sure I'm in the right mode. I'm in the right mode. I did that. Oh my goodness. Oh. Okay, so I think I figured out. Because I have no white pixels, remember I separated my lines, levels really can't do anything. I believe that must be it. So annoyingly, what that means is I'm going to have to redo, not redo, but okay, watch this. I think this should work. Yeah. So I merged white with this. Okay, we're really going to bring it down so it's very little gray left in. That's going to make it a lot easier. Okay. Oh man. And the wings are going to be a little hard to see, but I think they should be okay. They'll be fine. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Okay. So what that means is I'm going to have to separate them again. Okay, so again, that would be my separated lines. But this time I don't have as much of the yucky junk in the background. So I'm going to go ahead and just delete that one. Just give myself an idea of what's going on. Isolated lines. Oh, man. And again, make a copy right now, just in case. 3, 4, DVD. There we go. And I will, there we go. Okay, there we go. Now, save that and let's see if that actually makes it better when I print it. And you will see the difference. It's a pretty big difference once I actually start inking. And print. Let's see, print. I always like to double check. Yep. Cool. Point. So this is the real world of drawing and inking, getting a drawing all set up. So that's why typically I like to get a drawing all set up, and inking is you skip all that steps. But it's fun, or I don't know, maybe it's not fun. It's interesting to see all the steps that lead up to that. All right. Nick says, aw. Nick, I'm just here in my studio working on stuff, and having you live streaming is like having a coworker that talks more than me. Aw. Likewise, it's like having a coworker that I can't see and is silent. So it's almost like no one's there. No, I actually love having you guys here. It can get very lonely being an artist. So just even knowing someone is out there in the void is really helpful. So, and you can always mute me if I talk too much. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up everything again. Let's go back to, I'm going to stop sharing the screen, and we are going to add to stream. Let's see if we can do this. Hey. All right. Oh my goodness. I do have typically another light that I use, but I just haven't set it up yet. Gonna stay. And I unfortunately have a little shadow. But hey, look at this. Look how different that is. So this was the first printout, and pretty dark, pretty muddled. Okay, we'll just do that for now. Oh my goodness. It is inkable, but a lot of that detail just gets lost. And it just means that the Photoshop will have to work a lot harder to separate my line art from here. It would probably be just fine, but this is just a lot easier and cleaner to ink than this. So I do lose some detail, but that's okay. I'm okay with that for now. All right, so let me go ahead and set this up and see. You can just get this thing going. You know, it only took me almost an hour and a half to get a drawing ready to ink. Trying to find the best way so you guys can see the light or see the drawing better. Try not to anchor my setup too much. Oh, okay, that's a little better. Okay. Okay, so no longer need pencils, so we'll put those away. Get my pens out. Okay. Let me go ahead and check the chat before I dive on in and get lost in inking world. Sounds like a terrible B movie. All right, so we got more motivating. Thank you. I appreciate that. Christina asks on Indiegogo, or she says you should mention InterStella is a prequel to a graphic novel. I think I did mention that. I'll double check though. I'll see where I mention it. There's a lot of information on the page, so it might be in there somewhere. Can you talk about the graphic novel yet? So I'll say something quick. I mean, yeah, I can. It's as far as like what it's about, but it's Stella's in it. We have another new character, and you may have seen him kind of crop up here and there on my drawings. His name is Kyle. And actually, yeah, I can talk about it because it's on my website. It's going to be called Out of This World. At least that's a working title for now. And if you go to my website, under Space Angel tab, you'll see Out of This World. And there's a little description about what it is. But in a nutshell, it's about Kyle. He is an astronomy student in college, and he runs into Stella, who has crash landed on Earth trying to save Earth from a meteor. And so she crash lands on Earth and cannot get back up to space. So it's she's enjoying her time on Earth because it's new to her. She doesn't really get to visit Earth and very often, so it's a joy for her to be able to explore while she's earthbound. But because she takes care of space, as the days start going by, people are noticing there weird anomalies in space happening and realize that we got to get it back into space so space does not fall apart. So they have to figure that out before the world ends. So that's the nutshell of the story. So I have some parts of thumbnailing ready to go, and that's what I'm going to be working on this next year. So more to come. And Christina also agrees. Works at home as a proofreader and copy editor. It's always fun to hang out with coworkers in the YouTube chat. I agree. Hopefully you guys are getting some work done today. All right. I think I'm going to use my Zebra Fude pen, and I mark these two with tape to tell me that they're starting to get a little more worn down. The problem is I can't remember which one is which. Which tape indicate more wear down and which one indicates less wear down. It probably doesn't matter. Because I'm going to be doing some details, I think this one is a little bit newer. I could be wrong. But I can also practice. It might not hurt. Take one of these. Throw a few lines on there. Yeah, I think this will work. I will make it work. Okay. I don't want to get too into it because then it's like that weird, like, oh, it's so hard to like duplicate. Hey, and you know what? Like Jake Parker says, and I appreciate this, it's finished, not perfect. Finished is sometimes much better. Yeah, I can tell there's a little bit of wobble to this one. I'm also feeling a little wobbly in my hand right now. Okay, let's try another pen. Ooh, man, that stands out on camera so much more. Yeah, I think I'll use this one. Just kind of seeing how it feels. Okay. It's a little bit newer. Okay, well, that's a good practice. My stream just went away. Why did you go away? Ooh, my phone is a little hot. No, I need you now. That's weird. This is why I need a new streaming setup. Ooh. Oh no. I might get crazier all of a sudden. Hold on, folks. I'm a little concerned my phone, which is recording, may... Oh my goodness, you gotta be kidding me. May be getting a little overheated. Oh, that's me. Oh dear, come on. Yes, allow. Heal. Oh my goodness. I literally have things taped down to my arm here. I will show you later what's going on. Oh, this is hilarious. Okay. Can you stay together? Okay. Enter studio. Oh, nice. Great up nose shot. I got to actually fix the camera. Someone called this that I was doing the MacGyvering this camera together. Okay, settings. Camera, not the front camera. We do the back camera. Done. God bless technology. Okay. And let's see if we can get it to flip. There we go. Oh my goodness. All right. Hook up a fan to keep it cool. Oh my word. Y'all. Oh, and fun news. This is a USB, so now I gotta go find a plug. Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you saw the last stream, it's a while ago. It was like back in April. Like similar things happened. Let me go get a plug. I'll be right back. In the meantime, a cat will entertain you. There you go. Hi. Hi. You're fine. I know. Okay. Underneath my desk, it looks like the Matrix. There's just everything is plugged into everything. Oh man. Might as well have a fire extinguisher nearby. If something will probably just spontaneously combust and I'll just like put it out. Like, okay, what else is new? Okay, let's see. I'm sorry, this might be a little loud, but it might need some air to make sure my phone does not die because it's overheating. I'll let you guys look at that for a second. Yep. All right, and because I can, this is what we're dealing with. A phone taped using artist tape to a phone mount, but because I need to plug in earbuds so that I don't get feedback, unfortunately I need power to my phone, so I have like a little power pad that the phone is sitting on that's also plugged in to another extension cord, which is taped to the desk, and a fan to keep it cool. It's the real life of artists. Right there. Right there. Oh my goodness. So, with the funds that we raise from this campaign, Jessica's going to get a new streaming setup. Oh, after everything is fulfilled. Oh my goodness. So fun. You just gotta laugh. Just gotta laugh. Okay. Is everyone happy? I mean, talking to the tech. I think the tech is really happy. Okay. There we go. Hopefully. Let's see if this works. We'll see if it works. Okay, here we go. Now to actually draw in ink, like you came here to see me do. Nick identifies with this setup so much. We do what we gotta do. All right, I gotta focus because I actually don't like inking hair. I'll start here first. Okay, here's real focus time. I always like to count and make sure I have the right amount of fingers on the hand. Sometimes you don't. Not often, but never hurts to be sure. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it'll work. So this is a bit more of a realistic, more, loosely realistic than some other images of Stella. So her hair is a little bit more realistic and wispy. It's a different mood. Okay. The nice thing is anything can be fixed on Photoshop. but it's also nice to try and not have too many mistakes to have to fix later. But it does not have to be perfect either. And I won't be coloring this, so I'm going to use a little bit of gel white in some spots to touch up things. Fits factor, you're probably already gone, but thank you very much for hanging out. Have a great day. And Christina Lynn asks if anyone is playing any good video games. That is a good question. I've been kind of busy. Yeah, my hubby and I started Borderlands 3 together. So that's been fun. A little dark, but that's okay. Actually, I kind of want it to be a little dark. So going through some of the older games, going through Dark Forces. It's an older Star Wars game. Although it's been a while since I've played it. How about you guys? I still end up drawing really small or inking really small. I'm going to break out the 0.003 micron pen. Oh, and you know what? We're going to do this. Okay. Yeah, there, now you can actually see a little bit more what I'm doing. Okay. Tiny, tiny, tiny. And maybe you even see it. Just itty bitty little thing. Tom a little out of practice. Fortunately, it appears a lot fuzzier on the screen, but that's okay. You get the idea of what's going on here. Stay. I did my mini comic or my InterStella Space Angel all mostly in digital inks. But I miss the feel of traditional, and it actually goes faster for me. I'm not tempted to keep redoing the lines. You make a mistake and just kind of move on. So I think I'm actually going to be doing more of this. Actually, I don't know if I did that, if that's going to turn out. Yeah, I might do more traditionally drawn lines, inked lines for my next one, for the main graphic novel. Okay. This would be taking me a lot longer if it was digital. Foot's a little weird, but we'll hide it in the cloth. Okay. Okay. Now, actually, one of my favorite parts is needs a little fixing right there. Okay. Nope. Whoa! What happened to her knee? How did it get all the way down there? What? Whoopsies! It got really low. Oh no! I looked up. Sorry, Amos. For 2 o'clock, but it will be available on YouTube later. So I'm glad you still made it. We're still here, 2 hours later. Well, welcome. Yeah, there will be a copy of it on YouTube afterwards. Christina, is that a Japanese pen? It is a Japanese pen. It is the Japanese, the Zebra Fude, Fude calligraphy pen. I will check on that to make sure that is accurate. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my whiteout working. Oh my gosh. Who has not used this for a long time? Okay, I guess it is working. I feel mixed up. This I would have to just edit out. Whatever. She has double knees. Yeah, so it's the Zebra Fude pen. Wonder if, let me know if this comes through. Zebra Fude calligraphy pen. I believe that's what it is. Oh, cool. Yeah, you post it on both places. That's really neat. Okay. Yeah, so it's nice. It has a wide tip. So you'd have more like, whee. But I like a lot more tight control. So I use the smaller end, which is a nylon nib, I believe. There it is. So I also use some micron pens, but they do not have the pressure sensitivity. So they just have kind of that single size. But you might, I don't know if any of you were paying attention, I was using that more like her hand area. Speaking of which, I don't have any of the details of her forearms. So yeah, I can vary the line width, which is really nice. It means less having to go over my lines multiple times like you would have to with micron pens. Yeah, it's quite nice. I like it. I like it a lot. It's not too expensive. You can get it on Amazon. Her leg is a little wonky, a little weird. Oh well. I don't really care too much today about that. It is going to be kind of hidden. Okay. All right. So yeah, let's do some fun things. Might be too small. Need a 1. This is where I like putting all the little lines in her outfit. Just kind of gives a little bit more dimension. It's also pretty far out though, so you're not really going to see a ton of this. Okay. Actually, I'm going to go up to a 3. But the nice thing about micron pens is I can push down them more and they won't be super responsive if I don't want that. Okay, and it's kind of far out, so I don't really need too much details. Let's go ahead. I don't really want to do this, but it's time to do the wings. Okay. Because, well, yeah, she's holding a bunch of stars, but it makes, and they'll be overlapping some of the lines, but I will do the bigger elements first because it's harder to draw a line, interrupt it, draw the star, and then finish a big long stroke of a line. So it's a lot easier just to do it all in one shot, draw a star over anything, a smaller element on top, and then use like a white gel pen to fill it in, fix it up on Photoshop. So at least for this purpose. Yeah, okay. Do the wings. And I might use my semi-okay pen. Kind of use that up because it's not small detail. Okay, here we go. Focus time. Whatever mistakes I make, that's what Photoshop is for. One side done. Okay. Make sure that is dry enough. Okay. It's more non-photo blue. Okay. It's definitely easier to do one side than the other. All right. Yep. But hey, pretty happy. And if I were doing like a poster or something, like if this was for a poster, I'd probably be doing this all on the computer. That way I have like precision, especially if it's going to be printed large. I'd be doing this digitally. But if it's going to be like a smaller print or part of a comic, the actual comic, I'm feeling better just letting some of that natural, try a little more, and natural wobble happen. Yeah, cool. Yay, wings are done for the most part. Mostly, yeah, cool. All right. Oh, it looks like Christina. See you later. If you're already gone, thank you so much for joining. I'll let that dry for a second. Amos asks, how long did InterStella take, and did you ever hit a point where you thought about quitting? Answering the second question first, I knew I wasn't going to quit. There was never like a moment where I was like, I'm like, forget it. I'm not going to do this just because I really wanted to. But there are times where it is sort of like, is it really worth it? Those thoughts. Yeah, I guess they do come. It's probably my lowest low points, but yeah, like I kind of I always deep down know, I was like, I know I'm not going to quit unless something forces me to. It's so this to so InterStella, this is something I've been, oh my gosh, the idea first came to me back in like 2011. I was in college, and I was doing my senior project for my illustration degree, and it actually made kind of a mini comic for that, and that I will one day include as maybe some bonus material for the main graphic novel. But it was like a little mini comic I did, and it had Stella in it and like Kyle, my other character, like version 1.0. So that's where the idea first came, and actually there's some other fun origin stories how it came, but the idea of like having it became more finessed in 2013. I started really thinking about like, oh, this could make a really cool story, and this characters started to get more developed. So I just started drawing and sketching a lot from 2013 through 16. Yeah, I think it was probably like 16 or 17. It was the summer of 16 that I thumbnailed out this story, which is now on Indiegogo. They did all the thumbnails for that. And then I didn't do anything with them yet because I was working on other projects and we were busy with life. But I decided we'd moved from Virginia to Florida. And at that point, when we moved to Florida, I figured like, I'm going to work on this. So it took in 2018 through 20, the end of 20. So a couple of years of not to include the thumbnailing and the story writing and all that. So it took 2 years of making it. I was kind of like started, stopped, perfectionism, working on some other things, getting interrupted, and then having actually in 2019, actually 2020, redoing a lot of the pages of the book that I'm now campaigning, because I finally figured out the style I really wanted to do. So a lot of the color pages were redone, and I plan on doing a blog post on that, showing kind of the before and after of like figuring out like, is this how I draw a supernova? And the style looks so vastly different from the character. And it wasn't until I started looking at other artists and artists I really appreciated, and I was like, why do I like the art so much? And finding that the way that they rendered certain things, a light bulb went off. So I had to redo a bunch of pages. So that about 2 years of working on it, on and off, and some, missteps as I was trying to figure out what I wanted it to look like. So that was kind of my continuing education on that. Time is valuable, so that's one of the reasons I'm practicing more doing traditional drawing, knowing that I just don't have that luxury of time. Otherwise, my book would not be done for like another 10 years. So I'm trying to figure out ways of being able to do it a lot faster. And I think this is one of those ways of traditionally inking and just being okay with little discrepancies. So I'm taking a little bit more of my sweet time right now. But yeah, I hope that answers your question about that amount of time. All right. Are you working on some art or a project of your own? Feel free to put that in the chat and even plug it. Okay. Adding a little more detail using my non-photo blue mechanical pencil. By the way, that is the cool thing. There's lead. That is non-photo blue lead for mechanical pencils. And it's great. Don't always use it. I know a lot of like animators will draw in non-photo blue, but I like my pencils. I can't really get away from, which I love. Yeah. Okay. Good enough. Okay, let me finish this, and I think once I do this, I have the stars to do, and then we'll pretty much be done. It's meant to be kind of like a sheer, wind, wispy, fabric-y material of some kind, ethereal. I used to be pretty opposed to using these pens. I really like that tight control, but now I'm starting to see the benefit. It is quite nice. All right. It's kind of like a half smoke, half fabric. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Reading Amos's your comment. I did ink and watercolor for a couple of years, but got a digitizer about 8 months ago, and it really has increased the amount I draw. A digitizer? Do you mean like a tablet? And increasing the amount of output of art or the amount of time? I feel like I like to feel traditional media, yeah, a lot more. Yeah, I do too. There's just something so tactile about it. And, I mean, honestly, that's actually one of the main reasons I want to get this book printed too. Is you just can't replace having that feel of holding a book in your hand. I don't care, Kindle. It's not going to work. Can't convince me to replace books. But yeah, so I agree. I like working with ink and watercolor a lot, and I still do every now and then. I just haven't been focused on doing that lately. But yeah, it's a fun feel too. It works really nice. XP Pen 15 Pro. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not familiar. Yeah, there's pros and cons. I mean, sometimes certain things are faster digitally, obviously, and then other things are faster traditionally. I'm finding this is a lot faster because otherwise I'd be like zoomed in at like 300%, trying to like noodle every little line possible. So yeah, like, and then I know I have time to have to like upload it and clean it, but there's not a ton of cleaning I have to do if I do it well. And what was I gonna say? Yeah, there's not a ton of cleaning to do. I just have to get over the stage. Anything inked or drawn, when you put it and you scan it in, it always, and you zoom in, it just looks bad zoomed in, but you're not going to notice that if you zoom out. And I think that's a struggle for me, is just getting over the fact that it always looks a little grodier when it's before it's colored, and when you scan it in, you're like, oh, it looks so good on paper. And a lot of that is because actually you see these blue lines, and I found that some blue scale or gray scale kind of helps anchor the ink drawing, but it resolves itself when I start coloring it. So I'm playing around a little bit more with that. Okay, let's get some stars on here, and then I think we're gonna wrap this thing up. Actually, get our star crown. It does feel good to draw again. Draw on ink and everything. Uh-oh. There we go. Sorry, I do this a lot. I bumped my mouse and I kind of like minimized everything. I looked up, nothing was there. I'm like, are we still here? Hello? Everyone's still here. I've been talking to myself for hours. Myself and my imaginary friends. All right, you know what? That's going to be okay. Figure it out. Okay. No, I'm just going to add a couple more. This part would be nice if I actually had like a Photoshop star brush, which I do have, and makes them look kind of randomized. It makes it a little easier. Okay. All right. Okay. Try and finish these out quickly. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but my cat's sitting on the other side of the door meowing. Sorry, not right now, not while I'm inking. Yeah, that's okay, nice. And then I'll just have to fill in these parts that are overlapped with either some white or fix them on Photoshop. It shall be okay. It shall work. I've always thought that Stella could look really fun in like an Art Nouveau style. Actually, maybe that's what I will do. Turn this into an Art Nouveau style. That would be kind of cool. Not today, but I'll probably do that later. Okay, I'll keep you. I know I'm creating a little work for myself by overlapping, but overlapping looks nice. It's worth it. A little smaller, back to my 5.05. Just hold all of them in my hand, easy to grab. Okay, I think I'm going to try. No, maybe not. Okay. Well, I'm trying to figure if I want to do the star crown with my zebra, my calligraphy pen, to show they're a little bit different from the stars that she's holding. It is a little thicker. That should be okay. Meh. A little trickier. But it does set them apart. It's going to get tricky as it gets smaller. Oh boy, here we go. Normally that last star is not so itty bitty. Yeah. Okay, it works. Okay. Yeah, I see that. Unfortunately, that pen is not covering up those dark spots as much as I wish it would. Uh-oh, and my paper just got a little bent. Oh well. Oh, here we go. Maybe I just need to put down a first layer. Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, that's something I will still touch up a little bit in Photoshop, but it just kind of gives a nice little instant gratification of removing the most blatant looking errors. Okay, I'm gonna grab a combination of this and this. This little gel pen. Just kind of filling in. So again, if this was for print or like for a comic, you won't really notice too much of these details. You fix a few things, but yeah. And then I would scan this in, and I would do, in order to remove the blue lines, so I had just the line art, I would go into Photoshop and hit like the channels tab, and there's a little trick to just get rid of all that blue. And that's why it's called non-photo blue. Well, actually, technically, it's not why from Photoshop, because it existed a lot earlier than Photoshop. And then as that dries, I probably add another layer. A little bit. There we go. But I think is pretty good. I think we're done here. Zoom out so you guys can see it. So add an angle. Sorry, it's at an angle, not straight on. Ugh. I don't know if it's gonna lift anymore. It's so heavy with my little setup. No, and we'll just keep it that way. Yeah, we'll do that so you can see it. So there it is. Is it finished drawing? And I will actually upload a picture of that, a scan, so you can see all the detail. So you do the cool thing where you like, ooh, that's pretty cool. Name, please. It's a little drawing, you know, a little 2.5 hour drawing. All right. Let's put that there. Let me check the chat again. Talking about my cat. Oh, yes, we hear her. It is 4:30. This is a time where she starts getting a little like, come on, come on. Amos, question. What's next after InterStella? After my InterStella Space Angel, which is the 32-page comic, which is on Indiegogo right now, is InterStella Out of This World. So that is the main graphic novel that I'm going to be working on. It's going to be a lot longer, actually, like full story arc. So yeah, that's what's next. If you're asking what's next after that, I have projects, I have ideas, things I'm really passionate about and I love to work on, but we're going to first start with InterStella and see where the first book takes us. So that's the goal for now. Thank you. And Nick says, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you. I like it. I like it. Thanks, guys. Well, thank you so much for hanging out. Put it like this so you can see it like that. Yeah, thank you so much for hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up since we're at 2.5 hours, but really grateful you could hang out and watch as I drew from concept to sketch to inked drawing, and we'll see, maybe I'll actually color this. Yeah, that could be kind of fun. So maybe I might do that tomorrow, or maybe the next day. I'll see how it goes. But I really appreciate you guys joining me. Thank you so much. Hopefully you're able to get some things done as well. And I will say, if there is anyone else watching, kind of hanging out in the background, or if there's anyone that doesn't really, maybe join partway through, doesn't know what this is or what's going on, I encourage you to check out the Indiegogo funding campaign that is going on now for this lovely character and the story that she is in. And you can find the link to that in the description underneath the video. So yeah, go check it out or go share with a friend whom you think might be interested. And I really appreciate it. So I will go ahead and yeah, I think that we're all wrapped up here. So oops, click. Well, thank you guys. I'm going to head out, but hopefully you guys have a great day and we will catch you on another stream. So take care, everyone. Bye.